On today's episode of Backyard Podcast, we got the skills guru, my dog, Rashid Cann. Rashid is one of the most respected basketball trainers in America. His ability to elevate kids from grade school all the way through college and the pros is second to none. On this episode, he talks about playing and working with NBA legends, and we get to learn about his playing career before his training brand took off. This is also the guy who's helped my game tremendously. I need y'all to take notes on this episode, y'all. This is an epic one. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Backyard Podcast. I'm your host, Marcellus Howard, and we have a really special guest today. Now, I know I've been diving into the basketball world heavy, but we have one of the gurus of the basketball training skill work. What else? Sensei-ness. Amazing-tastic-ness. And he goes by the name of Shine, but his name is Rashid Cann, my dog.
What's up, man?
Appreciate you pulling up on me, man. Wait, we might have to do this. Yeah. How you feeling?
I'm good, man. First, thank you for having me.
Oh, anytime.
This is super dope, man, and your journey is proud of you. I feel like you might little
Come on now.
But I'm super proud of you, man. So it's an honor for me to be here.
Man, I just want to say thank you for pulling up to the Backyard Podcast, man. We've been trying to make this happen for a little while now, and one thing about Rashid that you guys don't know, for those of you out there who don't know, the Jordan Fords, the Noah Blackwells, the Tyrell Roberts, the list goes on, the Issa Silvas. I know I'm missing, huh? Jordan Brown. Who else in the early years? The younger guys that are now in college now.
I mean, shit. We got Alex. We got
Harut.
Harut.
What about people that moved to LA?
Oh shit. Devin
Askew.
McCain.
Jace McCain. The list is impeccable.
Yeah.
But reason why I bring those names up, this is the guy behind the work. I didn't get the opportunity to work out with you as often in high school.
Yeah.
At all, actually. It was kind of more so junior college, ARC, moving on. And that was the one thing I lacked. I lacked a skill trainer. I lacked someone who was like the fine tuner. Because, like a car, you always need a detail. You always need to get your smog checked. You always need to get an oil change. I was more of a electric.
Before.
Like, I don't need too much service. And everybody was surpassing me. I said, wait a minute, I need to go get my brakes checked, my engine lights on. I'm getting cooked. So I need to figure out what's going on with my game. But I just want to give you your due diligence to tell you that, you've been doing a good thing for the community, helping kids become better. We see the work. That's one thing a lot of trainers don't do. They don't do the work. They want the finished product instead of making the product. Yeah. And you've done a very good job at that. And I wanted to have you tee off on the journey and how you kind of got started with skills training.
Yeah. Wow. It's a big journey. So first of all, I'm from North Carolina.
Come on. I was gonna wear the jersey for you.
Come on, man.
But
it's all good.
Had to wear an op.
Yeah, for sure wear op.
My bad.
But yeah, I'm born and raised in North Carolina. Went to school in Virginia, at Norfolk State University. Hooped there, walked on Division I, played. Graduated in 2009, and every hooper's journey, goal is to hoop professionally overseas or wherever. So I was pursuing that, and during that time, I was working personal training at YMCA, but I was just like into hoop, and I started training just to help out the local kids. And then I met a dude who actually like an OG of the training world. His name is Gannon Baker.
Gannon Baker,
yeah. Like he was back east, was like the originator of skill development. And met him, and we started, he invited me to come to his camp, work his camps.
Yeah.
And then, he invited me to start training under him. And it was the first time I found out that you can actually train and make money from it. I thought it was just like, because I didn't grow up with a trainer. I grew up on N1 mixtape.
Come on now.
I grew up just hooping, street ball, doing all that stuff, and just, just competing. So I remember when I graduated 2009, I went to like this certification that he had in Florida, and he had an opportunity to come out here, and he couldn't. He messed up his back or something like that. And then another trainer was in line, and then another trainer was in line. And I remember they couldn't make it, and he looks right at me. He was like, "You want to go to California?" And I was like, "Yeah, I guess." It's like to train. I was like, "Yeah." Like, all right. He said, "How much you want to make?" I was like, "I don't know. I just started." So anyway, he set it up, man. It's so crazy. He set it up for me to fly out to SAC. Come here for a week. He was like, "I'm gonna have you go out there. You're gonna train this 9-year-old and this 11-year-old."
Okay.
And I'm just like, I'm going to California to train a 9-year-old. I'm just like, all right, whatever. They're gonna fly you out. They're gonna put you in a hotel and they're gonna pay you. Yeah. And he was like, "It's $900 a day good?" I'm like,
Jesus Christ.
Granted, I just graduated.
Yeah.
He said $900 a day for 7 days. I'm like, whoa, this is crazy.
Do the math.
Yeah.
Do the math.
I was like, yeah, I'm going to go do that. So the crazy story is that I flown out. The 9-year-old was Jordan Ford.
Wow. Oh, wait. So Ford kind of told me about this story, but not in detail. Okay,
yeah.
Got you.
So the 9-year-old was Jordan Ford. I think he was just turning 10. Because I came out like right before school started. Yeah. So like August, September, like early August. Yep. And then the other kid was this kid named Aaron Harmons. He, do you remember Aaron?
Yeah, I know Aaron Harmons. Yeah, come on now.
Come on.
Yeah.
So his dad.
Wow.
You know, Dan. Yeah,
Dan gets down.
Dan gets down. So he's the one that flew me out. Put me up in a hotel. He put me in a hotel downtown where it's Doco now, but it wasn't Doco at the time. He picked me up in a black car, or somebody picked me up in a black
limo
car.
service. Okay.
I'm like, yo, this is like, I'm just trying. This is crazy. And they live like gated neighborhood. I think like pocket area. Yeah. House on the water. Something crazy. Takes me in. So I trained Ford and Aaron for 4 hours straight for 7 days.
Gosh.
I've never done anything like that. I've never seen anything like that.
That's like the Rashid Cann camp.
Yeah, crazy.
Wow.
And we did it at the Salvation Army.
Okay.
And he paid for food, everything. It was just crazy. And one thing I know is about both of them, like they just worked hard. They were excited. Parents was cool. Everybody was cool. I was like, man, this is crazy. Like, y'all really got me out here doing, like, y'all couldn't find nobody else. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I started training. And in between that, you know, they kept flying me back out. And I was still pursuing to go play professionally. And then finally, so that happened in 2009, finally 2011. Actually, it's crazy. I got drafted in Puerto Rico in 2010. Okay. Somehow, I got drafted 27 out of 180 people.
Elite.
Still didn't go. Agent was on some bullshit. I don't know. I don't know. Elite.
Damn. I'm top 30.
Yeah. Still didn't go. So anyway, I ended up playing. My family's from the Caribbean, so I ended up playing for the British Virgin Islands national team. In 2011, went and did that, killed it, and then the following year I ended up going to Puerto Rico. 2012. But in between seasons stuff, I would just come back here and just kept building my resume. And then I met Noah when he was 12. Damn. And that's kind of the journey, man. That's kind of how it got launched off. Like, Jordan Roberson, remember
Jordan Roberson, one of the best shooters from our younger days, by far.
Yeah, so he was part of that group. So Q, which is for his dad, he coached Aaron. So that's how that connection was. And then Roberson played with Ford and, you know, Yellow Jackets, all that. So that kind of just launched it. And then, you know, playing and then coming back and forth. And
so, like, that was the groundwork. Yeah. You've been working with Ford since he was 9 years old. Yeah. You've been working with Noah since he was 12. Yeah. So you've been working with them because Jordan is now 24, 25,
yeah,
24?
23, 24, I think.
So 15 years of work.
That's so crazy, bro.
That's insane. That's like a lifetime of work. And it kind of shows because one thing about Jordan that people out there don't know, talking about Jordan Ford. When we were kids, I told Jordan this on the pod. He was always like a slower kid, but super skilled.
Yeah.
Wasn't the most athletic. Didn't wow you with anything. He really did.
Yeah.
But he was the one person that was always in the gym. Wasn't partying, wasn't out there messing with girls. He was in thy gym religiously.
Yeah.
You know? And me, you know, say, I'm doing my thug things and doing what I do. You know, so I'm in the gym once a month. But it just goes to show that the work always prevails. And I wanted to also kind of elaborate and ask you, because I know when kids are in situations where they have the money to pay for training, but they don't have the dedication or the will or the want to get better. Is there any situation where it's like these parents have money, but you know that sometimes the kids don't have that tenacity to want to get better? Because I know it can kind of get like discouraging and tiring if you're training a kid who doesn't want to get better, but it's like, dang, you know, you're kind of wasting your parents' money and time, because you have the ability to get better, but you don't have the grit to want to get better. Yeah, and I know you probably dealt with stuff like that in the past, or
let's deal with it now.
Yeah. So how do you go about it? Because if I'm a parent and I'm spending, let's say, thousands of dollars on my kid, and I see my kid not getting better, subconsciously I'm going to blame the trainer. But then it's like, if you're not really watching the workouts and watching what's going on, you're like, wait, maybe my kid just doesn't want it that bad. Yeah. Maybe he just likes it as a hobby, which is okay. Right. But you have to let the trainer know that too. You know, you can't say, hey, I want to do this, and my kid going to go D1 and not know all along that this is just a hobby for him. He doesn't really love it like that. You have to love the game. So how do you deal with that?
It's tough, because I started out doing this, like I said, just helping kids out, because I never had a trainer, and like, it's a passion. I love it. I love helping someone get better and reach their goal. The money part came after the fact that I found that I was introduced to it as a business as well. So, you know, I do this full time, and obviously I got to pay bills, but I think now I've been training for a minute. So, I think I reached a point to where I have enough people or clients or people trying to get in that if I have a kid like that, it's okay for me to be like, this isn't going to work type of thing. Before, when you first started out and trying to make a business, like, I need every bit of, you know. Facts. And I hate that feeling, because I don't want to feel like a job. Yeah. You know, because again, I'm trying to really get you better. So I explained to a parent, like, listen, he doesn't want, they don't have to want to be a pro or be a D1 athlete. It's not about that. You know, it's more about just being the best version of yourself. You know, if you have a goal to be the best high school player, then so be it. If you want to play in college at any level, then there you go. If you want to be a pro, then that's the expectation. Yeah. I explained that to the parents, and I explained that to the players, and then I simply just have the parent, you know, they can come. I allow everybody to come watch my workouts. I just don't. Yeah, like, you can watch, but you can't be that parent on the sideline talking to them while I'm trying to train them, and I don't deal with that. But I'll show them, okay, we're doing this, and it could be as simple as a 1-drill pull-up or a high finish or a floater. Yeah, those are simple things, but if you don't work on them, they seem very hard. Yes. And so I show the parent, look, this is what we're trying to do, and this is what they can't do. Yeah. But they can get better at this if they put in the time. Yeah. 2 weeks go by, a month, whatever, and they're still bad at it. It shows the parents, like, I told you. And then they see it that way versus, you know, you got to kind of break it down for them. You know, I take film too. Smart. And I send that to the parents. I do all that stuff because, sometimes parents, especially ones that ain't really hoop like that, their expectation is a little, they don't understand it. So that's how I deal with it. But then sometimes just like, yo, this ain't for you. Yeah. And I think that's being real with people. Sometimes they need that. And what's so tough about it is I've been in the Sacramento basketball scene for my whole life. Yeah.
Never really knew what a trainer was. The first sense of a trainer was I seen my boy Jay Coates. I would take him to go train with Sam.
Yeah, Sam
at 24. Yeah, shout out Sam. And I was like, oh, this is kind of what training looks like. Because before I was doing my own thing, I would go up to MLK, K through 8, shoot on the outdoor courts, or shoot in front of the house, kind of teaching myself. And it's kind of crazy that when people have the resources, they take it for granted.
Man,
they take it for granted. I think that's what Sacramento's lacking. Yeah. I feel like we have so much talent in terms of knowledge, in terms of players, in terms of personnel, but it's like people want the, no, it's me type of mentality instead of like, no, maybe I can teach you something better than what he can. And there's no knock on that. But that we're trying to make him better.
Exactly.
We're not saying, oh, I worked him out, that's my player. Like, obviously, if you've trained somebody for 10 plus years, like everybody knows, oh, Rashid is the foundation for that. But then say you get a player who hasn't been training with you for 10 years, but he comes over because he wants to fine tune some things. It's not saying like, yeah, that's my main trainer or anything. It's just like I need more of a skill base where I need someone to fine tune my game. Yeah. And he's the person for the job. So I know you can attest to this, or I know you can talk about this all day. When it comes to trainers, hate to use this word, pro trainers, right? I don't think there's a such thing as a pro trainer unless you have trained somebody to be a pro. You right now can get top players from the NBA to come train with you and then call yourself a pro trainer just off that. Yeah. But then I'm looking at the definition of training professional.
Yeah.
If you're a trainer and LeBron James comes to work out with you, right? Get in the gym, get some skill work done. I don't think that qualifies you as a professional trainer. What I think qualifies professional trainers are people who can train people to be a pro. If you're just training pros, I feel like you are a help. I don't know how to explain it. It's you get what I'm saying? It's not to be long-winded, because I want you to talk about this. But for instance, if I am a content creator, but I make music on the side, I'm considered a rapper.
Yeah.
But I'm a professional content creator. Yeah. So you're a professional skill trainer person who can. That's probably a terrible analogy. What the freaking freak? That because a lot of y'all are not gonna understand what I'm saying. So I'm gonna give another analogy. If you're let's say if you're a professional chef, right? But I can't get the point of the parallel. Long story short, if you're a professional trainer, but you're only training pros and you've never trained anybody to be on that level, like you never worked anybody up, I feel like you can't call yourself a professional trainer.
Never developed them.
Yeah. Maybe you're called a summertime helper. I don't know.
Yeah, summertime helper.
I feel like a professional developer is more different. Like the field handies.
Glorified rebounder.
Glorified rebounder.
Yeah.
Except the field handies, the Rico Hines, the people who are in the field in the trenches. But I'm sorry, I was long-winded on that. But I want you to tee off on that because Jesus Christ, I couldn't get that analogy out for nothing.
Nah, I feel you saying. You said something earlier where nowadays trainers, they try to skip steps.
Yes, there it is. There it is.
They try to skip steps. They start training. They put some videos up on social media. And, they want to skip the development of younger kids to get to the top players, to help them clout them. I see that all the time. I have a lot of trainers either DMing my players and players that I've developed. What I mean by that, DMing those guys, texting them, whatever, however they got contact to get them to come to their gym. And it's really not to help them become a better player. It's really just to say, hey, guess who's in my gym?
Yes.
That's the thing that I hate the most, because I've been in the trenches with these dudes. I've been grinding with them. I've sacrificed part of my life because I've cared so much. and to really help them reach whatever goal they're trying to reach. And then you have somebody just new that's just kind of like, oh, you're nice, let me work you out. I won't charge you. I won't do, which is fine, but it's like you're literally just trying to say you're in the gym with them.
Yep.
Versus how can I help your game? And which is really hard because what I've done for my players, like there's not really much more you can. Yeah. They're on track, but at the same time, some of my players do work out with other trainers if I'm not in town or if they travel. I don't have a problem with that. Yeah. I think it's good in the sense of, like, for instance, there's a trainer that might provide more of like an open run setting. Yes.
Get some good bump in.
Get some good bump. I want my guys to go get that bump. I'm not going to tell them, no, you can't go over there. Yeah. Because I don't want him to think, now if he try to act like, oh, these are my players, that's different. But at the same time, I want my players to be able to get that bump and compete. Yeah. Because it's going to help them get better. I understand that. We get bump in my training, but it's not consistent full court. It's 1-on-1s, 2-on-2, 3-on-3. Yeah. So, yeah, go get some open run.
I can vouch for that. Yeah. You would tell people to go to Sac State after the workout. Starts at 3:30, starts at 3. Right. But go ahead.
Right. I want them to do that because you got to be able to translate what we're working on skill set. And that's the other thing, too. I think the formula is the skills training, right? To break down the details, play a lot. So get good bump, though, not fucking cow fit, not that. No offense to y'all that be over there, but like some real good bump. Whatever level you're trying to get to, right? Compete, and then also just, you got to get extra reps up on your own. Yeah. Those are the 3 most important things in my opinion. And obviously when you're choosing a skills trainer or someone to develop you, it has to be the right one, have to know what they're talking about. Facts. So I think that's important. And like I said, guys, they travel, they get some work in, and I set the culture and the tone. Like they know because they train with me. So if they go to someone else, they know if it's weak or they know if it's not helpful or they know it's just on some BS, and then they won't go back. Yeah. But I'm never the one to be like, you can't only train me. It doesn't make sense because I grew up learning from
multiple people. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's important. We just got to trust. I think communication between trainers are really bad. I think that has to become better. I agree. But it's hard, man, because you just never know who's genuine.
You don't know their intentions.
You don't know their intentions. And I've had issues with that where I've had people want to come watch me train and try to learn. And then, like I'm not even going to call this dude out. Hey, he's cool, but it's like, he was like, man, I really want to learn from you. Want to come in. He came in one workout. I was training for Jordan Ford and one other guys, Bryce Presley. And it was a pro workout. Like, we're doing pro shit. Oh.
Like, bro, come on now. We in the yard.
Oh, man, come on now. So, and he's cool. Like, he's rebounding, whatever. He's taking notes and stuff. I'm like, that's cool. That's bet. I seen this dude come in the very next day training a kid that was probably 10 or 12 years old that could barely dribble the ball. Yeah. And he literally did the same workout I did with my pro guys in front of me, which is crazy. Yeah. He had him doing it. He couldn't even demonstrate it. And the kid couldn't even do, because it wasn't like the kid needed to work on just simple ball handling and like finishing. Yeah. But he had him trying to do this stuff. And I was like, bro, this is crazy. like you really did that. Yeah. So then and obviously he didn't think anything was wrong with that because he kept asking to come back. But after I saw that, I was like, bro, like, you there's a method to it. Like, people see stuff and they just do it. It's like, why are we doing this? Yes, I agree. These are professional players, and you're trying to teach a kid that can barely dribble to do the workout professional players did. Does that make sense?
It made no sense at all.
And then it come to find out, he barely played in high school. The trainer. Yeah. I think he tried to play JUCO. He didn't. But I can tell he likes to train. But again, skipping those steps, so yeah.
I think that it's a sticky situation because you get players where they don't play a lot in high school, college, the pros. But then they become the best coaches because they're able to see the game every day because they're watching it, not playing it. Those who play the game the most tend to have the harder transitions to coach, a la Larry Bird, Isaiah Thomas, Jason Kidd. He's getting better at it. But then you have the great coaches, like outside of Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson was actually Popovich. Like Popovich, you have Eric Spoelstra. You have, I mean, the list goes on. Like even Monty Williams was a solid basketball player back in his day, but he was able to watch the game from a different lens, and that's the difference. Like if I'm a trainer who didn't play high school basketball and college basketball, it doesn't mean that I still can't learn to be a good trainer, good coach. I've watched the game so much, so I should be able to pick up on schemes and teach. But a lot of people want to teach at a level that they're not used to playing at, and that they never watched.
Yes.
So like if I'm playing at the JUCO level, right, and I'm not getting in the game, but I'm watching it, I'm like, okay, I can go teach these principles to an NBA player right now. You're not being real with yourself. Like you got to work your way up. Right. You can't just say, oh, I watched basketball at the highest level. I played varsity basketball. Now I can go teach at any Division I or any pro setting. It's different. I feel like you have to at least see it first or work your way up.
Exactly.
Or go watch people at that level, like watching you train. Okay, pick up things. Don't just throw it at kids right away.
Right.
Yeah. Work your way up into that. And I feel like that's where a lot of training is lacking because they seeing it on social media and saying, I can just translate that to my workouts. And it doesn't work that way.
Right.
But speaking of training, it's taking you all over the world to different places. And I wanted to have you talk about one specific thing you've got to do with basketball training. You've got to work yearly at the Jordan camp.
Man, come on.
That has to be an experience.
Bro, that's yes.
Okay,
yes.
So two-part kind of question is when you see Michael Jordan, is his aura like a mantra? What people say it is like when he walks in the room, it's wow, black magic.
Yes. Yo, man, it's crazy. The first time I met him, because I grew up a Jordan fan. Like he's like one of my basketball idols.
Yeah,
you know, especially I'm from North Carolina, went to UNC. I grew up Tar Heel baby. Those of you that don't know, that's UNC. I don't really mess with Duke, but although one of my players just to get he just got an offer from Duke.
Oh, Dre.
Yeah, Dre. So I can
shout out Dre, man.
Dre, Phaedra. But like Jordan is like that dude, you know. So I got an opportunity to get, and it's hard to become a coach at that camp too.
Yeah, I can imagine.
You gotta know somebody. So Issa's uncle, Gil, shout out Gil. He got me in.
Yeah.
And so I remember, and it was at University of Santa Barbara. Yep. And I remember walking in the gym. We had like the coaches meeting and stuff like that. And at the camp, Jordan, he comes every night. Like every night he does a little talk or.
Wait, quick question: how many coaches are there?
I don't know. I can tell you it was 1,500 kids.
Okay, continue.
Yeah, from all over the world.
Yeah,
like I had each team or coach has a translator with them for the most part, depending on how many kids you have from different areas. Gotcha. So anyway, going to the gym, there's all these banners, like big ass banners of him. It's like you can just feel it. Like this is a real Jordan camp. This ain't a camp. They just put this Jordan symbol on there, and he gonna show up one time. No, this is like he did it for 22 years.
Gosh,
yeah. So. Anyway, I'm super excited. They give us all the gear. Coaches, they give gear. They gave us Jordans that early before they come out for the drop.
Okay.
Like all the gear, like backpacks, hat, everything. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. So, super excited. Running the first day. Know he's coming at night. I can't wait to meet him.
Yeah.
So one session, it's after dinner or before dinner. But anyway, walking to the gym, and there's a stool in the middle of the court. That's usually where he sits, and a Starbucks cup. Like he always has like coffee with him.
Okay.
So there's a stool and there's a little small ass cup, and I'm like, okay, so where's he at? I'm antsy, right? Aaron, the kids sit down, everything, and then you hear people in the back like clapping and all that stuff, and you see him walk through. I swear, it's like this nigga walk through. And he's just glistening. He's just like
it's like the beam.
It's
on
like,
him.
yo, this is really him.
Yeah.
Walks in. He got some chain on. That thing blinding. But it's like it was black. It was, I don't even know. It was
like
just
black diamond.
Yeah, it was crazy. And then he had on this bright ass lime green Jordan. I'm like, bro, why are you dark? Like, why you wearing that? But all right, anyway, you're Jordan, right?
Fact.
Comes in, and then so our job, the coaches, were to like make sure the kids don't rush him.
Mm-hmm.
So he walks in, we got to hold our kids back, tell him to sit down, blah, blah, blah. And he goes to that stool, sits down. It's like really him. He's talking to everybody, whatever. And then I see him, like he gets close to me. I'm just looking at him. I'm like, I forget what I'm supposed to do. I'm like, yo, this is Jordan. And I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
And he sits down. And he like has the kid. I think he wanted to move him a certain way, so we had to move the kids a certain way to kind of go around him.
Mm-hmm.
And so I tried to play it off like I went like he's right here.
Uh-huh.
I like walked to him and turn and like try to shoot the kids. Like I didn't have to get that close to him.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, is it? And I looked at him, I was like, is this cool if they go right there just to speak to him?
Yeah.
Like, oh. And then you can hear his voice. Like his voice is just, I don't know. It's crazy. It's just him talking. It's like, oh, no, you good? And then I seen him with some shoes, and I was like, yo, what are those? He was like, yeah, those, they don't come out till like another year. I'm just trying them out. I was like, dang, what size shoe you wear? It's like 13. I was like, yeah, me too. And he looks at me. He was like, that's nice. I was like, but it's crazy. Like me and him, it was a dream come true. Super dope. Bro. And he's big too.
Yeah, like he's like a big 6'6".
Big 6'6". And that was like, he was in his 50s.
Yeah.
You know, I think he's still in his 50s, but like it was crazy, bro.
Was he playing any kids at the camps, like 1v1s or shooting drills? Or
he did the shooting drill. So I don't remember. Well, I don't know if you guys remember. It went viral.
Wait a minute, the one where CP3 came to?
Yo, I'm rebounding. I'm in that video.
Wait a minute,
I'm rebounding. Yo.
Wait.
You gotta pull that up.
Hold on, I'm pulling it up right now.
I'm rebounding that whole time. Okay. I even have video on my phone of me like right now.
Should I go YouTube? Or is it Twitter? Let me see.
I'm not sure what you would look up.
MJ viral shooting drill, shooting drill.
Oh, he shoots his free throw with eyes closed.
Okay.
Eyes closed.
2006?
No. It was like 2000.
Freak, I know what you're talking about though.
2017.
I'm gonna find it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find. Oh wait. Okay, 5 years ago, Michael Jordan and Chris Paul bet Jordan shoes at Mike.
Yes.
Hold on, wait, time out.
Yes.
Time out. Okay, hold on. I gotta see. He's shooting.
Yep. Yeah, turn to this. Oh.
Wait, press play.
That's me.
My gosh! Yo! I never knew that.
Yeah, bro. I was
okay,
there
so now you have to talk about that. You got to rebound for Michael Jordan.
God,
Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
Yo, first of all, that year, camp was crazy. Scottie Pippen was there.
Damn. Chris
Paul was there, obviously.
Yeah.
Derek Fisher was there.
Wow. Bald head.
Monte Ellis was there.
That was prime Monte.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who else was there? They had all these other celebrities and stuff there too.
But they're mostly all Jordan athletes.
Yeah.
For them, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it just happened. So what he usually does is though, it's crazy. So when he does his speech, he'll just talk about some, when he played, that type of stuff, and then he might do like a shooting exhibition and Like, he still has a jumper. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And then he'll pick a kid from your team, a team, and they can say they're in the 10-year-old group, and whatever team their team is, he'll call a kid. He was like, all right, who wants to shoot a free throw?
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, everyone's raising their hand, and then the kid will come up, and he'll be like, if you make this free throw, your whole team will get free Jordans.
Wow.
So he'll do stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then it was crazy. Parents be up there too,
Mm-hmm.
and he'll choose a parent. He's like, come down, and parent come down. Like, how many kids you got here? 1 or 2? What age group? Okay, if you make this free throw or make these jumpers, then your kid's whole team or whole age group gonna get free Jordans.
Gosh.
Yo, it's crazy. Okay. So that's set the premise of what he does, and then and he always does this around the world thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so Chris Paul his son was there.
Wow.
So that's why I was there too. Like, Chris Paul's son was there, Monte Ellis' son was there, Scottie. I don't know if Scottie Pippen's sons.
Yeah.
But anyway, so he did the little around the world thing, and it's the craziest thing. So he had Chris Paul come and shoot.
Okay.
Right? And he told CP, he was like, if you do this whole around the world thing, then I don't know if he said everybody in the camp get free shoes or your son's whole age group get free shoes or something like that. So, and I think you're only allowed to miss 2 or 3 shots.
Okay.
But it's like a lot of shots.
Yeah.
First of all, he goes through it. CP goes through it. He makes every shot. And that's my dude, because we both from North Carolina.
Yeah.
He missed the free throw.
CP3 missed the free throw?
He missed the free throw.
Okay.
So then CP was like, hold up. How about you go? And if you miss, then you get the whole building.
If he misses 1 shot.
Just don't miss the thing.
Okay.
Yeah. If he doesn't complete it, the whole building.
Okay.
And I think he tried to say it as a joke. He said the whole building, parents, coaches, anybody here, even the helpers, the UC Santa Barbara students, whatever, they all get free Jordans. Jordan was like, this is my camp. But all right.
Wait, on the microphone, like
on the yeah, bro, it's crazy.
Okay.
So then he misses. No, he shoots. He does his thing. He misses 1 shot, but I think it's like 2 or 3, whatever. And you can't miss the free throw. Like, no matter what, even if you make all the shots and you miss the free throw, that
it's out.
Yeah, the free throw is like sealing the deal. So he hits, and it's like a lot of shots.
Yeah,
he's just banging them out. Like, it's crazy. And the kids are like really around the 3-point line, knocking them down.
Mm-hmm.
And then like halfway through, he takes the phone. He takes the microphone. He was like, y'all sure y'all want to do this? Like, he's just talking because he's super competitive.
Yeah.
Man, he makes it and gets to the free throw line. CP's like, hold up. You got to shoot this one eyes closed, because he just talked about his eyes closed free throw that he did in league. And Jordan's like, okay. And so he does the eyes closed, and CP put his hands here.
Yeah.
Nothing but net. And you can feel everybody like, just like, their whole, like, or everybody was like, oh, he really made that. It's crazy because people were excited, because when they say eyes closed, you think like, oh, Jordan about to, like, he got to miss on purpose.
Yeah.
Everybody's shoes. No, sir.
wait.
And then he said, y'all at my camp. When he took the mic after that, he said, y'all at my camp. Go line up. That shit was
Wait, so did he miss any shot around the world? But he made everything.
Yeah, I can't remember. I think he maybe missed 1 shot. Maybe missed the corner 3.
Mm-hmm.
But then other than, he made everything. And it's probably like, it's damn near like 20 shots.
Okay.
It's crazy.
My mind is blown right now. So 20 shots, and he said, nah, bump that. Y'all kids ain't getting Nathan for free.
Nathan.
And he said, no, now go line up.
Go line up. Yo, it's funny because I've heard, like, he's so competitive.
Yeah.
And, like, anything, like, I mean, y'all seen the documentary. Like,
Yep.
Bro, he's super competitive. Mm-hmm. He wasn't trying to give up all them shoes for free. But, I mean, he's giving shoes for free when kids made shots and stuff like that. But it's just crazy. I was like, you're him. You're him. I have on, this is your logo. This is really you.
That's so I couldn't imagine being there witnessing that. 1, 2, rebounding for that.
Yo. And it's crazy because, like, the coaches, they always try to, like, fight for the rebound. I was just in the right place at the right time where everyone was kind of shooting, and I was actually sitting down with my phone out. And then one time the ball came to me, and I just got up, started passing it, and then no one else got up, so I just stayed there.
Yeah.
So then the whole time, I'm rebounding for CP.
So you was giving Chris passes at this point.
Yeah. right on time, right on target. You know, kids trying to come up. I'm trying to act like I'm really like, yo, chill. Like I really rush. It's funny. It's crazy. I'm going up talking to CP like, yo, that's my dude. Like, it's crazy, yo. Jordan crazy. Yeah, bro.
Wow, that's a moment of a lifetime,
man.
Wow,
unbelievable. So I did the camp 3 or 4 years. We've had Jimmy Butler came through one time. Westbrook came through one time. And then the celebrities. Like I met Jerry Lorenzo, Fear of God.
Damn.
His son was up
Sacramento.
There. Yeah.
Shout out.
Shoot, a lot of D1 coaches was there, other actors.
Yeah.
Usher's son was in my group.
Did he perform?
No, he was not that good of a basketball player, but he was young, whatever. Oh, you talking about
Usher do a halftime performance?
No.
He started breaking out dancing.
Nah, it was cool. Like he was there. Shit, who else was up there? Man, what's his name was up there? Gilbert Arenas came through.
Oh Lord, Agent Zero.
Yo,
man.
Hey, his son was there.
Okay.
Yo, Gilbert, that dude was funny.
Hibachi.
Yeah. It's crazy because when he came through, like, he don't care. So he just trying to walk through, right? And the Santa Barbara students in the summer, they don't really watch basketball. So I don't even know who he was.
Yeah.
It wasn't like basketball team players that were, you know, like security, so-and-so. So they were stopping parents from coming through. And Gilbert trying to walk through. And this poor kid was like, yo, sorry, sir, you can't come through. And he's like, sorry, sir. You know who I am? He was like, oh, sir, I'm sorry. I'm Gilbert Arenas. And the kid still didn't know. Because the kid clearly was not a hooper of any kind. Like, how do you not know who Gilbert Arenas is?
Gotta know Gilbert is.
And, like, if he started getting mad, he had, like, his duffel bag and stuff. He was giving out free stuff, too.
Okay.
He had, like, his duffel bag and stuff. And he was just like, yo, he tried to get one of the coaches, like, yo, what's up with your man? Like, it was funny.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah, man, it was cool. Oh, and the crazier part, every kid got a signature.
Okay.
Every coach got a signature.
Okay.
And it's stamped and sealed by Upper Deck. So it's, you know, it's a real signature. And so every year I got 2 signatures because it was 2 sessions.
So he would get a stamp, or he would actually physically?
No. Like you would get. So how he did it was he goes in the room, and he has a big table. You slide it. He signs it, and then the Upper Deck people, after he signs whatever he signs, they put like a little serial sticker thing on it, and then they give you the matching card to go with it, just so you can authenticate it.
So I'm saying he signed. He hand signed every single item.
Yeah, it takes him like 3 hours.
Gosh.
It'd be a line, and anything you want.
Yeah.
Like literally anything you want. And he just sits there, signs it, slides. What's up? How you doing?
Bring the mic up. See?
My bad.
You good?
Signs it, slides. Signs it, slides. It's literally, he does that at the end of every camp.
Like 3 hours just sitting there.
3 hours just sitting there. It's crazy. All right. And then when I saw that he did that, man, it's like, bro, like, this dude is really that dude. Like,
but wow, what items did you get signed?
So I got 2 posters signed.
Okay.
Yeah, I got 2 posters signed. But then the other part, the crazy part is the rest of the years, I just wanted 2 signatures just for me. Big posters. I'm gonna frame them. But then people would buy your signatures.
Off of you.
Yes.
Wow.
So one time I had a parent, he was like a memorabilia dude. And he gave me a rookie card, and he gets it graded and stuff. And he was like, "Man, I'll pay you like something crazy, like $5K, $6K, just to get it signed." I'm just like, "All right, okay, whatever."
Yeah.
Get lecture 5. I'm only there for like a week. I'm like, I'll make 5 bands so you can have my signature.
Yeah.
I get 2 of them anyway.
Yeah.
So then I would get other people's stuff signed, and that's happened one time. Bro, he sold that card for like $30K. I'm like, bro,
He finessed you.
He finessed me. I didn't know, but I still end up with 5. But like I used to get stuff like I might sign. One year I sold 2 of my signatures. I did like someone gave me like a shoe or whatever. They paid me $6K or something like that, and it was cool because I wasn't tripping. I was like, it's an extra like $10K I'm getting out of 2 weeks just off of that. I'll be get emails. I don't know how people got my email, phone number. It's crazy, but it became like something you can make a little bread off of. But I at least got my first 2 signatures I kept. Wow. So then it's like I don't need 8 items.
Yeah,
signed by So then I was just like making bread on the side. But yeah,
that's crazy. I imagine people were selling signatures because that's I mean, make a quick buck, make your money back. It's not like investing. I'll pay the camp price, but I know I'm gonna sell one of these signatures and get the money back and then some.
Exactly.
Wow, that's an amazing experience.
Unbelievable, man.
I mean, for me, my equivalent would be to work a LeBron James camp because I'm a LeBron guy.
Yeah.
Not saying who's the GOAT, who's not the GOAT, but I'm just saying I'm a LeBron guy.
Yeah.
And I'm a LeBron guy.
Yeah.
I'm a LeBron guy. So,
okay.
So whatever you want to do with the information, I am a LeBron guy, and you're an MJ guy.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
But I do like LeBron as well. Like,
okay.
I'm still Come on, LeBron is really that dude too.
Come on, man,
bro. He got the Drew League on ESPN.
Come on, man. He got the Drew League streamed on national platforms.
Come on.
What kind of influence you got to have to do that?
That's crazy.
Unless I'm gonna say something wild. Never mind. I'm not even gonna say. I was gonna say unless you selling something. Nothing. Sorry. Sorry. That did. But speaking of pro athletes, have you? I know you've played against NBA players before, growing up in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Can you? You've told me this, but they don't. They never heard. Who? What are players you got to actually bump against?
Chris Paul.
Jesus Christ. Wait, tell that story, please.
Oh
real quick. Please tell the story. Yes. Please tell the story. Because Trio needs to hear this too.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, so I'm from Greensboro, North Carolina. Chris Paul's from Winston-Salem. That's like Sacramento to Rockland, like to the gallery, like downtown to.
Like 30 minutes.
30 minutes, yeah. So he played at a school called West Forsyth, and it's they're a pretty good school.
Yeah.
And I remember I think he's a year or 2 years older than me. And I was playing varsity as a sophomore, and we played them in the playoffs. And what's crazy, the scouting report was not him. The scouting report was some dude that was 6'5". He would play on the wing that was super nice, and Chris Paul was considered a very solid point guard.
Wow. Very solid.
Very solid. So the scouting report wasn't even knowing Chris Paul. So the game starts. I'm not in. I didn't start as a sophomore.
Oh, so y'all must have been really good then.
Yeah, they were pretty. They were pretty good.
Okay.
So I kid you not, CP gave us 10 points in 30 seconds.
Wait, I know it's funny hearing the story every time because it's unbelievable. Okay, go ahead.
Yo, first of all, I remember it because I'm just watching like who. That's not the dude you were talking about, coach. You know what I mean? So anyway, so this is what happens. Tip off. They get the tip.
Oh, this is the start of the game, right?
Start of the game.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
The coach, we call a timeout in 30 seconds. Tip off. They get the tip. Goes down. Shoots a 3 right away. Bang. Knocks that down. Okay, cool. That's fine. Take that. Quick. No like layup. Just I'm gonna shoot this 3. All right, press. Whatever, break the press. It's like a fast pace. Break the press, long ball, turnover, comes down. They get the ball, push, transition, another 3.
Damn.
Like, All right, that's 2. Okay, that's cool.
It ain't nothing crazy.
Ain't nothing crazy. So, that's probably, like, it was fast paced. It's probably like 20 seconds there.
Yeah.
Press again. Throw it in. Steal.
Off the baseline.
Off the baseline.
Okay.
They steal the ball. He's last man back, but his teammates steal the ball. He trails 3 and 1. Yo.
I was thinking it was a 4-point play.
Yeah.
Like, how much time you got?
3 and 1. Hits the free throw.
Oh my gosh.
Coach immediately calls timeout.
Bro, so wait, I remember. So you told me this story a while back, and when I heard you, I kid you not, I literally was like, "There's absolutely no way I'm allowing someone to score 10 points in 30 seconds for 2 reasons. You get 2 threes off, quick. I'm like, okay, bet I'm fouling you on the 3rd possession, but he made it.
Bro, yo, crazy! It was packed out. Coach calls timeout. He's cussing us out. He's mad. He got like the white spit right here.
No.
Crazy. Like, who's guarding him? This one, just all that stuff, right? Then they just turn up. They continue to turn up. Then the other dudes start getting going. The dude that was scout, like, I don't know who this dude was. But he was nice, bro. But CP... And he killed and the crazy thing, like, he was kind of chubby.
Yeah.
In high school, but he could pass. Like, he was throwing dimes in the zone, like, to the block. I'm like, how do you do that? Damn. He handled it, obviously.
What grade was he in?
He had to be a junior.
Oh, okay.
Or senior.
Okay.
One of the 2. I can't remember. But, like, he was really good. I was like, damn, who is this dude? You know? So that's one player. Then I played against Ishmael Smith.
Ishmael Smith played for that stand with the Wizards. Had to stand for Charlotte, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know where he is now, but he's still in the league. I thought I saw him.
He's still playing pro for sure.
Yeah, but he's got to be one of the fastest dudes I ever seen or played against with handle.
I bet.
So we play his team. I can remember Caribbean, the North Carolina team, and we ended up winning this one. It's not the same year. It's like another year. But he gave us 30.
Did he give you 30?
Probably did. It's cool. It's fine. But I had like 20 plus. Like, okay, so get the win. We beat him in playoffs.
The differential is not that bad. Like, if he gives you 30, you give him like 25. Okay, it's a 5-point differential. That's not too bad. Okay.
So, but he had another player on his team that he probably gave us 50.
Goodness gracious. Lord.
He didn't give us 50, but it felt like 50. He probably had 30 as well. Shoot the lights out. I don't know where this dude is, but Ishmael Smith was super fast. Like, he was. It's hard to explain. Like, I don't even know who in the league I can compare him to now. That's like really fast and quick, but like
maybe like a Jose Alvarado. Like, not. Because he's fast.
Faster than that.
Okay. Maybe like a DeAaron Fox. Smaller.
A smaller DeAaron Fox.
Like fast. Or Russell Westbrook.
Yes.
Okay.
But he had also the wiggle too. So he has like one of the best in and outs to me. Full speed, in and out, and he literally turns dudes. Like, they turn it back. It's crazy like how he does that. He's super fast, man. It was crazy. I never seen anything like that. But he was super nice. But the other guy that he played with, I can't remember his name, but he had a burner. And I feel like he didn't miss. That's why I felt like he gave us 50. But we got the win, so.
That's all that matters.
So those 2, and then it's funny, they both end up at Wake Forest.
Who,
Yeah, he went to Wake Forest. Too.
With CP?
No.
Different times.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. Let's see. And then in college, like, we played a lot of dudes that are in the league.
Was there like any dude you gave the business to? Pause.
Sorry. I gave CP a couple of bucks though. I ain't giving him no business like that.
No. He gave CP some bucks. That's giving him the business. Right. That's giving him the business right there. What you mean? Okay.
Yeah, nah, he don't. Yeah, that wasn't. I wouldn't count those. And I mean, ish. You know, at 25. But in college, man,
play so many players.
So many. It's like I say, man, so many players. I mean, I had some solid games where it's like, yo, okay. I can't think of off rip right now.
Yeah, I mean,
but I've given a lot of people bugs.
That's facts. I mean, well, the real question is, I know you guys want to hear this. You giving a lot of people bucks. I honestly don't think you gave me a buck.
That's crazy. I feel like that's incorrect.
That's for sure false. Listen. I know you guys watch the 1v1 videos we do, King of the Courts with Jordan, everybody, and Noah and everybody. Back in the day at Rio Americano, there was one time where I think it's me, Jordan, Ty, might have been Matt Lyon. It was a really random group, and she just decided to step in. It might have been either there or Cal Fit. Either way, he steps in, and me, I'm a physical guard at this point. I'm walking around. It's my college weight. So I'm 2016. I'm like prime sale. I'm like 175. I'm like, yeah, I want that. I want that bump. You know what I'm saying? So I get there. I'm playing aggressive, and I remember it was one of the strongest shoulders I've received. It was like a blow by shoulder. I said, wow. I thought I was a pro player. I got a lot of work to do. If I can't absorb a shoulder from a person who's not even playing no more.
Yeah.
I said, hey, but then that's when I said, I bumped that back to hitting the weights. And I think after that bucket, I might have said, all right, you kind of can't play. Like you got to sit on the side.
Yeah.
Because I was the strongest dude there.
Yeah.
And if you knocking me off my track, I said, then there's no need.
Yeah. But I just want to let y'all feel the bump. So y'all
I felt that.
Yeah.
Bump. But that is.
No, but we played at sports court.
2v2.
Yes. Go ahead.
So now we teamed up. So this is the matchups. It's me and Rashid versus Jordan Ford and Marquise Chris.
Yeah.
And then it was DJ and Noah. Or it might have been DJ and
was it Jared? Was Jared playing with us?
Jared did not play that day. He was he was on passing us the ball.
Yeah.
I know it's me and you.
I gotta look at the picture, but
I think it was Jordan, Noah, Keese. That was everybody that was there, but I think the team was Keese and Noah and Jordan and DJ. Anywho,
yeah,
we're on the same team 2v2. And
wait, how do we even get that matchup?
I honestly have no clue because they had, mind you, we won the matchup.
Yeah, we did,
which is crazy because we were both undersized and they had 2 6'10" people. Anyways,
yeah, hold that.
We're on the left wing. Rashid sets me a screen. I come off, slips, nice little bounce pass, and I want to say it was either Noah or Jordan who was on the help side, they were guarding the screen, and then they had to help down. So I passed the ball down, and I'm like, oh, easy two. Out of nowhere, he just dunks the ball. I said, what the? I said, what the fuck? Because I didn't know he could dunk, so. I pass it to him. Boom. I'm like, easy too. All of a sudden, I see the arm raise.
Yeah.
Boom. And I was like, wait a minute. I said, this nigga just dunk? Yeah. And then you're like, yeah, I got that. So I didn't know this at the time. That was actually before Rio Americano. This is my freshman year.
Yeah.
This is everybody's freshman year of college. But, yeah, crazy moment, by the way.
Yeah, I think Ford's dad has that on video.
He's not sharing the footage. Ford's dad, Q. If you watching this, you're holding down a lot of freaking footage.
He got a lot of footage.
I tell Jordan all the time, I'm like, there's a lot of footage of me frying Jordan. There's the footage of she dunking. He did record that day for an actual fact.
Yes, he did.
I said, Q, I need that. Oh, I got you, man. I got you.
Yeah, that's cute.
No, shout out Q, man. But yeah, that was a crazy story. After that, I was like, yeah, I got to see what the ones is like. And I saw what the ones was like shortly thereafter. And it wasn't something that I wanted anymore. Yeah. It's one of those, you got to be realistic. Everybody, it's like when people ask me, say, I want your ones. I'm like, okay, you asking. then once you receive it,
right,
then you're like, oh, yeah, I don't want that no more. That's what it was with Rashid here. Now we're talking about today. I'm gonna just take a charge. I'm gonna just fly up and take a charge, and we're gonna be arguing for 30 minutes. I'm gonna call the charge.
But see, the game has changed because
the game has changed for sure.
I'm not as fast. I'm going to either just shoot.
This is Cat because you did ones with a stop with Noah and Shaq.
I did.
About a month ago.
Yeah, I did give him.
And you said the 1v1 game took 30 minutes to finish.
Yeah, they don't know it.
They don't know ones with. Do you want to explain, or should we keep that like a?
Nah, let's keep down low.
Okay, keep it low. Yeah, so, people out there be upset trying to steal some drills.
Yeah.
Anyways, but yeah. So just know he's capping right now. Absolutely capping. But there was actually not an incident. A dope situation that happened about a month ago. No, about 3 weeks ago now.
Okay.
We got the opportunity to get some bump in with Sacramento Kings' max player, DeAaron Fox.
Yeah.
Right? I know that was a dope opportunity for you because it was dope for me.
Yeah.
So in the gym that day was me, Jordan, Ty, Noah, Shaq, Bryce Presley, myself, DeAaron Fox, and his boy Reno. DeAaron tapped in and was like, y'all want to get some bumps in with y'all. He had seen our IG stories. He was like, I want to come play with you guys. And that day was, for me personally, I told some of this story yesterday. First possession, I come off. Hayayak 3. I'm like, okay, it's gonna be a good day. Only made 4 baskets that day. we played about 7 games, it felt like.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like my shot wasn't falling. It was mind you, I might score at least like 5 or 6 buckets. I'm trolling. But that was the one time in my recent career of knowledge that I became a pick and roll guy. I was the screener. I'm setting screens as if I'm a big. That's when I knew. I said, yeah, this today's not my day. This level of basketball is a little different. My shot wasn't falling. Now I was still aggressive, but when I don't know if basketball players know this, when you become a screener as a guard, it's one or two things: you're not hitting, or second, you just a decoy. So at this point, I'm a decoy. I'm setting hard screens. Boom. I'm holding. I'm illegal screening. Come on, get loose. At this point, I'm trying to finesse any way to get a win, and I've never been a screen guy in my life.
Yeah.
So that was like a wake up moment for one. Two, seeing 50% of an NBA player, like he was going a light 50,
man,
but it was like that's a light 50.
Light 50. Now,
granted, Jordan and Ty, and DeAaron were all going back and forth at it, and I was like, man, this is great basketball right now. Something that you guys probably will never see because not everything has to be shown to the public. But that day, I had a new respect for DeAaron because I've always had respect for his game, but just allowing himself to be touched by us in terms of like he came to get some bump in and was just there, like helping me with tips, like talking, giving me basketball IQ knowledge that I didn't know before, helping out everybody, and then we're all going at each other. That's one of the things a lot of people take for granted. You don't always get the opportunity, and also just taking care of each other. Yeah. But I don't know how that opportunity was for you. I know I'm long-winded on that. I know we talked about it a little bit, but getting the opportunity to have a max player in your gym, that's a testament to your work because you had to get to a level for someone to be able to see that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what'd you think about that day.
Yeah, I mean, it was a blessing, man.
Yeah.
It was. I appreciate you being able to set that up.
Oh, anytime, man.
It was cool, man. You know, I'm a fan of DeAaron.
Yeah.
I like his game a lot, and for him to just come into the gym and you never know with guys like that.
You
level,
never know,
like how they're gonna be, who they are, character wise, what they want to do in a workout, And I always want to check before, but I'm gonna always be me. But it was super dope, man. Like, came in, dapped everybody up, just had a normal conversation with everybody. It wasn't like I'm big time. Before the start of the workout, I want to make sure like his body is good and like what you trying to work on. I want to check in. He was like, man, just do you. I'm like, okay, dope.
Literally.
So I respect that because sometimes dudes don't want to, you know, they're too big time. You know, he don't know me. Like I ain't nobody to him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that was cool. And then just allowing me to be myself and show him a little bit, just like a little bit of what I do. And then having my guys in here that I developed, to have them be able to be in the same gym with him and compete against him was super dope. And when you guys were playing, like it was super competitive.
Yeah.
And I think he made it competitive because he didn't back down. Like even though he didn't obviously he could have turned out even more.
Yeah.
But he was hooping like.
No, yeah, he was.
It's like he was just hooping. He wasn't like big. He wasn't calling fouls crazy. He wasn't like, you know, talking crazy. He was just competing and getting after it. And I think at first, because he didn't know he knew Ford and Noah because I think he played against them in like AAU.
In the circuit, EWBL.
Yeah. But he didn't really know him like that, and he didn't know Ty, didn't know Bryce, and in the shooting drills, you know, tying them, they were winning all the shooting drills.
Yeah,
and
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it was bad.
Rough one.
So anyway, I think at first, looking at those dudes, you know, he's like, all right, let me just kind of get my bearings and stuff, but they went straight at him. And that's one thing that I try to implement into the culture of what I do is like, you got to compete no matter who.
That's fact. That's fact.
I don't care who it is, right? That's what they did. And then it showed him like, oh, shit, okay, we really about to get this bump in. Let's turn up then.
Yep.
And it was great to see, man. It was great. It was all love. It was all respect from both ends, from him to those guys and to me, and from us to him.
Yeah.
And so it was cool to see, and then also for them to kind of see where they are. Obviously, again, you know, it's pickup. You know.
Yeah.
He got competitive, especially because you guys weren't getting any wins,
dude. So we were getting wins, but we couldn't make freaking.
Oh,
free throws.
That's right. Yeah,
we won. We actually won 4 games.
Yeah,
missed all free throws.
Yeah, so you got to seal the deal.
Got to seal the deal.
Yep. So, and then dudes was going at him like ISO, just trying to see what's up, and he even said at the end, he was like, man, he appreciate that because he apparently sometimes when he goes to open runs, people are kind of afraid of him and they don't go at him,
yeah.
You know,
of course.
And my dude's like, we don't care. Like, you're here, we respect you. We're gonna we're not gonna try to hurt you, but we're gonna go at you, see what it's about. And it was dope, man. It was super dope. And he was super cool. He got shots up afterwards, and you know, he just talked to us. And like, again, it's almost like he was in town and he wanted to get some bump, and that was it. It wasn't I'm a max player for the Kings. I'm this, I'm that. It was nothing like that, and I love that because that goes a long way.
100%. And you couldn't even feel that he was on that type of level, like in terms of when he walked in, because he was so personable. He walked in automatically, dapped everybody, started having conversations, like asking about people's families and, oh, what's up, man? What you been on? I'm like, that is amazing, because you might get some max players or people, NBA players in general, who just walk into a gym and they think they're above one another. And a person that I've got to meet, work out with, I've seen it firsthand, was Isaiah Thomas. When I seen him walk into a gym after being, you know what I'm saying? He's a household name in the NBA.
Yeah.
And he's dapping everybody, giving everybody tips, like chopping it up. And then he's telling me, yeah, man, that's how Jamal Crawford was with me. That's how Nate Robinson was with me. So it just kind of trickles down. And when you're like that, for instance, CP3 on the court, people might think he's a nuisance.
Yeah,
I've met CP3 one time in Milwaukee in the tunnel. Dapped me up, started chopping it up with me. I'm like, who the hell am I?
Yeah, right.
But he's just talking with everybody, and I'm like, that's why people like that are winners in life.
Absolutely.
Because being a dick to people all the time, you know, it might get you so far, but you might lose respect from people.
Yeah.
And when, like DeAaron, when he came in there and just had a conversation with us, was giving us tips and allowing himself to be vulnerable in situations and helping. I don't know. It was just dope to see someone of that magnitude come in.
Yeah.
Mind you, this isn't a 5v5 bump. This is a 4v4 bump. So it's more space on the court. So like we're able to actually let guys wiggle and stuff. And he was super supportive. Like I was shooting shots. We're on the same team. He's like, bro, keep shooting that.
Yeah.
I was like, man, that's dope to hear. Like, I'm not an NBA player. I just hoop for fun.
You're right.
So that was a super dope moment, man. That's a once in a lifetime opportunity that you don't get that all the time. But that's dope, man. And then that's how doors open for you. I was telling you, that's how stuff can start to open. And it only takes one person to, oh yeah, nah. She's runs like, yeah, real skilled players. Y'all need to go get that. Like, you know, and who knows, man, that what can come from that. But yeah, that was a super dope opportunity. And I kind of want to elaborate on what you were saying about going at each other. Even when I'm at you guys' workouts, I don't play pro anymore. But people, if you know me, if you see me in my videos, how I am in the videos, I'm the exact same way in workouts. I don't give a damn if you a pro player or not. I'm gonna still go at you. I'm gonna talk my shit. I might get fried, and I'm still gonna be the same person. Because you know why? I always tell people this: no matter the circumstance, if I'm losing, winning, getting cooked, cross dunked on. One, we're all walking out of here healthy. Two, my bills are paid. And three, you can't tell me nothing because I got my college education paid for.
Come on.
And that's pretty much just why I tell people on a daily who kind of come at me. And I don't know, they say the people I play are preppies. I hate that word. Still don't be in the trenches. He plays the preppy guys. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? I'm playing guys who are pros. Ain't that the best competition? Or you want to see me go on the street ball and get elbowed and punched? And yeah, I'm cool. I'd rather, you know what? I'd rather drink bleach. Sorry, that's wild.
I don't think you.
No, I take that back. I'd rather not. That was
drink bleach.
See, I have the power to delete that. But I do want to talk a little bit more about more personal things too. But I kind of want to switch it up and get a little more lighthearted.
Yep.
I want to ask you 3 questions.
All right.
Are you ready?
I think so.
Trio, are you ready? Are we good on time for you? We're good?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
11:11. Just
make a wish.
wish.
Well, I wish that I get these niggas buckets. Anyway, what is the answer to this question? What is the answer to this question?
Let's see. What is the answer to this question?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. What is the answer? Is?
That's your final answer?
Hold on, wait.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't like that. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it. What is the answer to this question?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, this is crazy. This is tough for me, man. I knew you was gonna come in with something crazy.
Come on now.
Why you keep saying damn it.
I think we got him.
What is don't hum and don't say nothing.
Don't say nothing.
Let me just what is I know it's something about that. What is the answer to this question? I don't know, man.
What is the answer to this question?
What question?
I'm gonna tell you the answer, but I'm gonna tell you the answer while I say the sentence again.
All right.
Yeah.
You're gonna say it again?
Yeah, but you're gonna know the answer after I say it.
Okay.
What is the answer to this question?
Oh, what?
Come on, man. Got him. Jesus Christ.
Yo, that's crazy.
Literally, it's a statement.
But
What is the answer to this question?
Like, what is the answer to this question?
your tone was different.
Well, I was saying, what is the answer to this question? I kind of said it in a statement form. Now you're gonna get the Jordan 4 treatment. Hallelujah. Social media, do your thing. Yes. Let's actually. I have one. Wait, Tria, did you send me that? Yeah. I got it. I got actually have another one for you.
All right.
Let's see if you can get this one. If you build a fort, drive a Ford, and fill out a form, then what do you eat soup with?
Wait, what? Say that again.
If you build a fort, drive a Ford, and fill out a form, then what do you eat soup with?
Spoon.
Fuck.
Yes.
He thought about it
because I was like,
thought about it.
all the F's and then I was like, soup. Nah, spoon.
Okay.
Hey,
I got one for him.
50%. Hey, I'll
50%.
take that.
I got one for you though. We gonna go 1 for 3 today.
Oh, damn.
All right. How many letters are in the alphabet?
Whoa. That's crazy. I have to count.
How many letters are in the alphabet? How many letters?
Whoa, I yelling.
My bad. My fault.
Let's see. Ask that one more time.
How many letters are in the alphabet?
How many letters are in the I need to write something down.
I think you could just count. I think you can just count.
How many letters are in the alphabet? 6? Wait.
What the fuck?
No, I'm trying to.
Wait a minute.
I'm trying to.
Sheed.
No.
No, listen. Wait a minute. How many letters are in the alphabet? 6?
No. You gotta think about what I'm trying to.
Wait a minute. How many letters are in the alphabet? Even the sentence got 8 words in it.
No, oh, man. I know you're not talking about the A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're not talking about that.
Oh, I'm not. Okay. Okay. I just want to count something. Go ahead. I'm just gonna count something.
Hold up. How many letters are in the
I for sure got him. He said 6. That I'm cutting it there. They're not even gonna hear this part.
Bro, I'm trying to.
One more time.
No,
Rashid Cann. How many letters are in the alphabet?
It's such a trick question right now. I see. Dude, I know it's not the actual amount of letters.
Are you sure?
Because I think you're trying to spell the word alphabet.
Go with your gut. I don't know. It could be a trick question. It could not be, but it could be a question that it's literally simple.
That's
so
what
where
I'm
it's
saying.
how many letters are in the alphabet, and you're thinking it's more intricate than it is, but it's actually a simple question, or it could be an intricate question. I don't know.
It's like an SAT question, man.
You know what I'm saying? I could ask to a first grader. They might know.
They might, because they're simple.
A, B, C, D, E.
No, they're trying to throw me off.
Sorry, my bad. Just saying.
Like, he's trying to throw me off of that. Yo, this is crazy.
Well,
I don't even want to.
Go ahead, man. Just throw a number out there. Yeah. Sorry, I need to. Sorry.
Seven. Yo, I know it's
so now I know that you're going for the alphabet
I don't
word,
even know how to spell that.
which first of all it's 8 letters. That's 7.
I that's what I was going for, but
So what's your answer?
see now you You got me. I'm not even gonna answer no more.
How many letters are in the alphabet? 8.
That's what I figured. But
Spell
I couldn't
alphabet.
I couldn't even
I
spell
was emphasizing alphabet.
I know that, but you was throwing me off by talking about some. Yo, I
God
knew,
is ass.
God dang, I knew it was that, but I can't even spell alphabet. How do you spell that?
ALPHABET. I am a spelling bee champ. So you
Okay.
can ask me for anywhere I'll spell it right now. Go ahead, off the rip. I don't care. Anything.
Serendipity.
Jesus Christ. Can you use it in a sentence? What you say? Do you know how to spell it?
Serendipity.
Do you know how to spell it? Serendipity.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Did you just try to?
Hey, I tried to throw the phone by there.
Yo, he said
serendipity. SARINDEPIDIPE. Serendipity. TY. Was that serendipity? Serendipity. 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 I said SA.
You said D.
You said SERI.
No. F that. Try me again. Yep. What else? I'm locked in.
I see that.
Any word.
Okay. Touche.
TOUCHE. Touche.
Yeah. Thanks.
Apostrophe E. Or the hyphen E on top that goes up.
Which way though?
E. Touche.
Okay.
Touche. Because I'm really him.
Well, you are 50%. You didn't get serendipity right.
So do you want to ask me a third one then?
No, it's okay.
Even it out?
It's okay.
Because I'm really spelling bee champ. Because I can spell this. You ready? Shit. Sorry. Put me on the spotlight. I didn't. Not ready. Can you spell?
I can't. I'm not good at spelling.
Spelling. Hey, hold on. Okay, hey, we gonna transition, man. Spelling. Last thing I want to talk to you about before we get up out of here, man. This has been a great conversation. I want to pick your brain on this topic here. It's kind of sports. It's kind of not. When it comes to working at your craft, what's the most important aspect of that?
Consistency.
Okay. Consistency in terms of doing the same thing over and over, or doing multiple things over and over consistently. Like if I'm reading a book on Monday and Wednesday and Friday, and then on Tuesday, Thursday, I'm writing in my journal, being consistent with that, or are you talking about being consistent with one particular thing?
I would say with
like a schedule.
Yeah. Well, be consistent with the right things. That's first
and foremost,
the right things.
Because if you're consistent with, licking hairlines, it's not the best thing for you.
It's not the best thing.
You know,
who wants to do that?
Yeah.
Like, why would you want to be great at that?
But so you said consistency.
Yeah. Of the right thing. So we'll say hoop. If you break a skill down, say you're shooting, be consistent with working on your shot every day the correct way.
Okay.
I would say that. If you are a public speaker, being consistent with one, reading, but also speaking, you might have to speak into a camera.
Yeah.
And see, are your words coming out clearly? How, are you looking at people in their eyes? Stuff like that.
Very important. Very important.
I think if you have to practice whatever skill set or whatever craft, you have to do that consistently the correct way.
I 100% agree. I also think one main component in working on your craft is I don't know if this is a word, the realisticness.
Mm. Yeah.
You have to work realistically, meaning if I want to be an NBA player, like we said before, we can't just skip the steps. You have to work realistically. You have to break down the game to a science. You have to watch film. You have to do all the intricacies that go into wanting to be an NBA player. I feel like a lot of people don't have the realization, for instance, being a YouTuber, just picking up a camera with no direction.
Mm-hmm.
I always tell people, if you want to get into content creation, for example, because I'm in it, so I can kind of talk about this. Know or have an idea of what you want to do.
Yeah.
Don't just pick up a camera and just like say, "Hey, I don't know." Like, I feel like you have to have some type of direction, because if you don't, you're going to stress yourself out.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's a big component at working at your craft. And like you said, with basketball, it's kind of just the consistency thing.
Yeah.
And then one other thing too, I think it's the passion.
Yeah.
The passion has to fuel your want for something.
Mm-hmm.
In relationships and friendships, in your vices, whether it be clothes, shoes, food, all that kind of derives from passion. But you also, with perfecting your craft, I feel like passion, consistency, realisticness are like the three components for me personally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And however you break those down. But yeah, I just wanted to pick your brain on that a little bit, because I know you're kind of a perfectionist in terms of skill work and what you do. And yeah, man. Also, before we end, I just want to give you your flowers again. Something I didn't tell you is your ability to inspire people. I don't think you're really giving yourself enough credit for that, in terms of when people come to a workout with Rashid. One thing I know that I'm going to get out of the workout, not only is it going to be skill workout, I'm going to get out of it, I'm going to get laughter. I'm going to get a sense of brotherhood. I'm going to get a sense of more friendship, a community. I've never once went to a workout with you and felt empty afterwards. I might be tired, but I feel so full because it's so joyful. Everyone there's having a good time, whether we're winning or losing. Yeah. That goes out the window. We're there to compete and get better. And you've built such a great dynamic, such a great surrounding aura around your workouts that not a lot of trainers can say they have. And you genuinely had it. And when you walk into the gym, everyone is just gravitated towards you, and that's a special gift. And I don't know if you noticed that, but I'm going to tell you that now, because that's a fact. Thank you. But yeah, man, yeah, I'm just thankful for you, and
appreciate that.
Continue to not sell yourself short. I think that's important.
That means a lot, man.
Yes, sir.
That means a lot. I appreciate that coming from you, and I definitely want to try to build that. I've been trying to build that culture.
Yes.
With me, because I also know that it's more than basketball, and you know, I know it's kind of like cliche. People say it's more than basketball, but it really is. You know, there's things that some of my players are into outside of hoop that is pretty dope. Yeah. There's things that I'm into outside of hoop that's pretty dope. Yeah. And I think it's important to showcase those things, or at least, you know, like, you hoop, but like you like content creating.
Yes,
you know?
Indeed.
You like fashion. You like just building people up, and I think it's important because these days, man, sometimes these kids get so caught up in just ball is life only, and even the parents. And when they don't reach a goal, then it's like the end of their world. Yeah. And yeah, it's tough, but you got to have some type of outlet, something else about yourself.
Got to.
So I try to encourage that with my players. Like, you sing, you rap, whatever you do, if you draw, you paint, that's, to me, that makes you more of a complete person, because you're involved with other things that's going to actually help you on the court and help you deal with different types of personalities and different coaches and different settings. So that's important to me. You know, and I'll say this, like, if any of my guys quit basketball today, they're still my guy.
Yes.
Like, they're still able to come to the workout and get some bump in, or just come watch because it's a brotherhood. And even my young ladies that I train too, if they quit, so be it. I just want them to be happy, and I hope that I was able to give them something positive.
Yeah, couldn't have said it better myself, man. I know we're probably going long on this episode right here. Trio, where we at right now? Hour 30. Okay, cool. Actually, I wanted to talk about one more topic.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you kind of just brought this to my attention, and like I always say, the guest dictates the conversation. For you podcast hosts out there, some free game. The woman basketball culture.
Mm-hmm.
I see you got the WNBA shirt on.
Shout out WNBA.
What's lacking?
Like WNBA or just?
I think in general, because I've watched women's basketball, and there's some good talent.
Yeah.
I think there's the lack of investment from people, the peers on the outside looking in, and I feel like there's a lack of instilling confidence because the culture, society tears women down, and it's like the running joke of when you watch a girls' basketball game, the highlight's going to be reverse layup, and they're going to go crazy. Like, I'm like, why are we shaming like women's basketball? I feel as if you're playing at a high level, I know for a fact, this is kind of sidetrack, I've been in the gym, and I know for a fact there's women out there that will dog some of these dudes out here.
Yes.
I've seen Maya Moore, literally, she's on that type of level, and plenty more, even in the high school scene. So let's stop with the you average Joes out there. Go ahead and guard one of these girls. Like, go guard Breonna Stewart. Get cooked. And I'm like, reverse layup. Like, we're acting like that's as if that's the easy thing to do, even in men's basketball.
Yeah, some dudes can't.
Like, some dudes can't even do a freaking reverse layup. Some dudes can't even do a same foot, same hand. I'm just saying, like, these girls are doing the same thing men are doing. They're just not as athletic. But I think it's still impressive that their game's evolving as well. So that's why I'm asking you, what do you think is lacking from that?
So the support, when you look on the outside looking in, your vision of hoop is, the cool stuff, the dunks, the athleticism, the speed. And so when you see something that's lesser than, people tend to think that it's not worth the time. Yeah. Or and me training, working with women, with girls, women, they work hard. They work just as hard as other guys. Yeah. And not only do they work hard, they actually listen better. This is a freaking fact. Yeah, they listen and they absorb as much information as possible. And it's like my younger sister, she hooped. She played Division I. Okay. High school team they lost 4 games in 4 years. Wow. Wow. She could have played overseas. She got burnt out, She probably could have played pro, like in WNBA, but she got burnt out, like I said. But watching her grow up and how she played, it was and back east is different, super competitive, but she hooped with guys and stuff like that. I don't see a lot of that out here. And the other thing too, I think, like, you see it. You even see, obviously, WNBA, like, how they kind of treat them. But, like, even the NCAA, like, the whole weight room thing. Gosh, that's so trash. It's the same company. Like, so. Yeah. It's crazy. Like, when you see stuff like that, it's like, all right, Joe. Like, even the Kelsey Plum, her trophy. Bro, like, come on, man. Fam, like, I kid you not. Like, this trophy is bigger than that. And this is a Summer League MVP trophy. Like, this is just a regular influencer thing. She won a WNBA MVP of the All-Star game. The trophy, I kid you not, was as big as this basketball holder. Just this part right here. Yeah. I'm like, how disrespectful is that? You win an All-Star of a WNBA game and you're holding a trophy by 2 fingertips like this. And like, also, and it's not even funny. That's really like a high level of disrespect. Yeah. Even some of my college, I have college girls. They show me their weight room, and it's like, why? It's crazy, man. Yeah. I think it's lack of support. I think the people who have the power and have the finances to kind of change, or I think they need to do more. It's hard to say I think they need to. They don't got to do that, but it would help if you did.
Yeah.
I think partnering up with, like WNBA partner with the NBA or NCAA women's and men's partner up. So instead of just having a doubleheader of men's games, why not have a women's game playing first and then another
something, something like
that. And again, I get it. It's about money, it's blah, blah, blah. But sometimes hoop, again, is more than basketball. Like sometimes for these young ladies to get out on the court and compete, it might be an outlet from other stuff that they go through with social media, body shaming, just being a woman in general, with all the stuff they have to go through off the court and their expectations.
Yeah.
This could be an outlet for them to just like, I can be me, and if we don't support that, because everyone not everyone, but like my daughter, sister, aunt, cousin, friend that hoops or plays a sport, like you gotta, if you know someone like that, then you have to support. You can't just always be just men this, men that in a sport. But I just think the support as a whole needs to be, and maybe maybe we can do, I don't know, maybe they have a basketball tournament, an AU tournament where it's girls and boys, not like in the same building. That would be dope, where the girls are playing on this court, the guys are playing on this court, but they're in the same building, and it's like an EYBL tournament.
Kind of like EYBL setting. I agree.
What I'm saying? That'd be dope.
That'd be hella dope.
And maybe basketball camps can have men and like how about a top 100 men and women camp together. Obviously, they can play together if they want to, but just in the same building, getting the same eyes, getting the same gear. The write-ups are on the same platforms, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think that's a start, but it's just, it's hard, man. It's tough. It's just hard, but I'm for it. Obviously, I want it.
Facts.
I want to see more of it.
Yeah, I agree with everything you're saying. You touched on every point. I just feel like as a society, as a culture, as humans, we have to do better by supporting. Because half the time, a lot of support is free. It could just be watching a game from home or which cable. I guess you had to pay for cable. But, I feel like support even YouTube, watching YouTube highlights or something. Like, just spreading the word. Like, women's basketball, I've been to a game this year. I've been in decades. And I went to go watch the Seattle Storm play the Phoenix Mercury. I was like, they play at a high level.
Yeah.
But
nice, man.
Yeah, man.
And this game's evolved too. Like I think the women basketball has evolved to. You'll see them do some moves that you'll see NBA cats do. You see them do finishes like, we're talking about dunks, but like shooting step back threes, hezzy in and outs. Like
more girls are starting to actually dunk.
That too.
So
and that's the other crazy part.
Like they're evolving.
Yeah, and so it's a matter of time where I think it'll get to as far as the culture of it, I think it will become more heightened, but it's just a matter of the people in charge if they're going to really allow it to be or push it.
I agree. I agree.
Yep.
Man, hell of a conversation. We can when you get talking sports or talking life stuff, people that you genuinely like have love for, conversations can go all day.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure we've talked about a lot of the major topics I wanted to talk about today, but I'm sure we've left a lot of things out.
Yeah.
But that's what leaves room open for more discussion down the line. Like
Absolutely.
you to come back and share more stories, and we could talk even more in depth about certain things. But that's the beauty of being able to have a brothership, a brotherhood, or big bro, little bro thing we have here. Because I can always call on you to ask you questions and things of that nature. But before we do get out of here, I want you to lock onto your camera and just tell the people who are aspiring to be better at basketball as a trainer, what are things that they need to, one, look for, and two, be better at?
As a player,
Yes, as a player and also as a trainer.
Okay.
So like kind of just talk about how a player can be better, like what they need to look for, and then for a trainer, how you can be a better trainer.
That's a good one like that.
Yeah.
So as a player, like I mentioned before, being consistent, working your game every day, work on the right things. Look at players that are better than you, that you might inspire to be at their level. Look at what they do. Keep it simple. Fundamentals, like if you're fundamentally sound, that's going to help you out a ton. But you got to get your reps up every day. Your mental reps are super important. Make sure you guys are able to visualize the game and but also keep your mind at bay. You know, if you don't have a great game or you don't play well or shoot well, it's not the end of the world. That's part of it. It's a process. Go as hard as you can, make every rep count, and always compete. And anytime you have an opportunity to compete, do not be scared. Do not be scared to fail. Actually, like, invite failing, you know, and learn from it. That's going to help you. So that's as a player. Study the game as well. As a trainer, you know, understand there's levels to it, but study the game, evolve with the game. I had to evolve as a trainer. I'm not going to lie. When I first started training, I was a cone head. I say that. And I say that jokingly, but at the same time, I'm serious. I had a million cones out on the floor, and I would just do a whole bunch of whatever. The game is simplified, you know, evolve, and then know who you're training. Example I gave earlier, you can't have a non-skilled player doing the same thing as a pro or a high-level player. You gotta, don't get bored as a trainer. Sometimes we get bored and we try to add all this extra stuff to kind of make it look cool or whatever. Just keep it simple. But study the game, and then also work out, play yourself, because if you're in shape enough and you can handle the ball or shoot whatever, you got to be able to do that. You don't have to be super crisp with it, but you got to be able to show it if you're able to be mobile. If you're not able to be mobile, that's different. But if you are, you got to be in the gym. You got to practice what you preach. So, and then respect other trainers who's been doing it for a while. Don't try to jump in and try to, like, you're not going to get to their level. Like, I've had 15 years. There's trainers that's been doing it for 20, 30 years. I'm still learning. If you only been training for 3 years, 5 years, you're not going to be on my level, right? And I'm not going to be on that other trainer's level that's been doing it for 20, 30, whatever, right? So take your time and respect the game and really, really try to help these players out. Don't just try to be the cool IG trainer that try to help them out, help them get better. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that's all I got.
Wise words.
Yep.
Free game.
Free game.
Literally, shout out to $1 million worth of game, because he gave y'all $1 million worth of game for you trainers, for you players out there who are aspiring to be such. This was lovely, man. I am thankful and appreciative for you pulling up on me. Now, this is the end of this episode. If you guys are watching on YouTube, make sure you hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Drop a comment, share with your peoples. If you're listening on all the audio platforms, Spotify, Apple, etc., follow. Blanking. I think I got everything. Yeah, just hit that follow button, show love. And before we get out of here, you know, we end it one way and one way only.
Okay.
How I start and end all my reaction videos is how we end these podcasts. So when on the count of 3, we're gonna say you dig.
Okay.
However you want. I'm emphatically jammed with it.
You like jam?
It sounds kind of dope saying emphatically jammed. Like he emphatically jammed on you.
Oh, like
yes. All right, man. This has been a great episode, bro. My brother.
My dude.
I appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
On 3. 1, 2, 3. You dig? Yeah.